we're still alive. From Noah's sons the world survived. Shem, Japheth, the earth expanded. God's promise moving just as he planned it. Abraham called from the dust and the stars. Isaac, Jacob, 12 sons marked. Judah, the line where the kings would rise. Not forgotten, not erased by time.
Every name carved in eternity, every life held in his memory.
This is the book of remembrance, written for broken people's hope. From the dust to the throne of David, God was steady when the world was shook.
Through the silence, through the waiting, through the exile and the pain, First Chronicles is calling. He remembers every name.
Reuben failed, but the promise stayed. Simeon scattered, Levi prayed. Priests set apart to carry the flame, teaching the law, calling God's name. Benjamin small but fiercely brave. A-frames rise, Manasseh's name. Even the ones history tried to erase were counted still by sovereign grace. Saul stood tall, but the heart went cold. Fear took root, obedience sold. He saw the voice where none should speak. Lost his kingdom, lost his peace. On Mount Gilboa the battle was sealed. A crown fell down, a throne revealed. Not by strength, not by height or fame, but a shepherd marked by God's name.
This is the book of remembrance, written for a wandering soul. When leaders fall and crowns are broken, God's still guarding what he chose. Through the failure, through the warning, through the cost of disobeying, First Chronicles is calling. He remembers every name.
All Israel gathered, one heart, one cry. Bone of our bone, this man will guide. David crowned, the kingdom aligned. Jerusalem claimed, the city of God defined. The ark was lost, the ark was found. Carried, wronged, and brought around with fear and joy and sacred sound, until God's presence touched the ground. Not just a throne, not just a crown, but a heart that knew how to bow down. David danced with no disguise, while Michael judged with bitter eyes. But heaven heard the sound of strings, trumpets, lies, the joy of kings. Give thanks, he sang, call on his name, tell the nations of his fame. A warrior king on his knees in praise, teaching Israel how to stay.
This is the book of remembrance, where worship stands before the sword. Victory flows from surrendered hearts, not numbers, not the strength of men at war.
When praise goes up, fear falls away. When God is lifted, chains break. First Chronicles is calling. He remembers every name.
Philistines fell, the giants ran by the hand of the mighty man. Jashobeam, Elazar stood fast. When others fled, they held their ground. But David learned, when pride took hold, a sense is taken. Trust sold, the blade came swift, the price was real. Until mercy met the fail on his land, the angel stayed. David wept and interceded, prayed, I won't give God what cost me nothing. An altar built, a future come, and fire fell down. A site was named, the place where mercy overcame, where judgment stopped and grace began. The future house was in God's plan.
You won't build my house, the Lord replied, but your son will lift my name high. A kingdom firm, a line secure, a promise written, standing sure. I'll be his father, he my son. My covenant will not be undone.
David gathered gold and stone, plans for a house he'd never own. Musicians trained, priests assigned, everything ready in God's time. He charged Solomon, be strong, don't fear, the Lord is with you. He is near. Then David prayed before them all. A king made small, a nation called.
This is the book of remembrance, for a people learning who they are. Not defined by exile or failure, but by a faithful covenant God.
From the names to the nation, from the altar to the throne, First Chronicles is singing. You are never forgotten, you are known.
So remember when the years feel lost, when faith feels thin and hope feels crossed. The God who wrote those ancient names is writing yours, the very same. Still building temples out of
book of remembrance for a people learning who they are, not defined by exile or failure, but by a faithful covenant God. From the names to the nation, from the altar to the throne, First Chronicles is singing, you are never forgotten, you are known.
So remember when the years feel lost, when faith feels thin and hope feels crossed.